Hello everyone, we are here today to practice a very imperfect Ashtanga Active Series. I did Ashtanga Yoga primary series for several years and then injured myself and am coming back to the Active Series but without a teacher to help me get the nitpicky things. So you'll see me doing some guessing on some things, and other things it'll look like I've been doing it for a long time. Here I am saying the invocation, and this is not necessarily for you to practice along with. It's mainly for instruction, and then you are intended to memorize it and do it by yourself. So hopefully this will just clarify some of the more fine points of transitions, and have a great practice. It begins with extended salutes. I'm only doing 2, it calls for 3. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, drop your head, look down. When you come half up, look at your nose and breathe in. And your forehead will tap in Chaturanga. Look at your nose. Inhale, up dog, look at your nose. And then this is a short down dog. We're moving to the warrior series. Put your right foot way forward and raise your arms, look up at them. Pull your ribs as close as you can over your hips, so back in space. Work on your pelvic tilt a little bit here. I know you're not warmed up yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fix your feet to the side on the inhale and settle into first warrior on your exhale. 1. Knee as far forward over the ankle as it can get. 2. Don't worry about your right hip. Worry more about where your ribs are aiming. 3. Always pulling your right ribs forward. 4. And 5. Fan open to second warrior. Legs stay more or less the same. Body top changes here. 1. Look over your left middle finger. 2. Fix your dig line. Look down and see that you are chest, navel, belly button. 3. 4. Start sensing into the pelvic tilt here, way down your back body. 5. Fix your feet on an inhale. Settle second warrior on the exhale. Drop your shoulders. Go straight up and down. 1. 2. Feel your breath all around. All the ribs are moving every time. 3, 4, 5. Come to warrior 1 for a deep inhale and forehead down chaturanga exhale entirely. Inhale is your up dog or back bend. Exhale, down dog, short down dog. Step your left foot forward. Same, you guys. Inhale, look up for your warrior 1. Breathe with sound. 1. Put that left knee over its ankle. 2. Let your right hip open. It's fine. Continuously pull the right ribs forward. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to the middle. Exhale. Backside warrior 1. 1. I didn't look down. I stayed looking up. 2. That's a preference. You can absolutely look down. 3. You just look back up at your thumb when you get to the warrior 1. 4. And 5. Open yourself up. Second warrior. It's like pulling a bow open here. You're not really doing anything except moving hip fascia. 1. Bend your right knee more deeply. 2. Work on the pelvic tilt. You see I'm fixing mine. It's kind of putting me more upright. 3. Shoulders down. 4. 5. Come to the middle stance. Fix both feet with your breath in. And then turn into second warrior front side on the exhale. Here's your 5 breaths here. 1. 2. Fix your gaze and keep it there. 3. Steady as she goes. 4. and 5. Warrior 1 is the transition. Breathe in. Forehead tap. Breathe out. Back bend. Breathe in. Down dog. And this is the real deal. This is the one that you can hold for 5 breaths. The gaze is toward your knees or your thighs or your navel. 1. 2. Drop your triceps, open the back shoulder blades. 3. 4. Ribs are moving in all directions on the inhale and the exhale. Weight is shifting toward the heels of the feet. And 5. Your next inhale is a half lift at the top of the mat and compress to fold your exhale completely. Stand up, lift up, look up and breathe in. And put your hands beside you, Samasthiti. That's 1. We'll just do 1 more. Inhale, upward, exhale, fold, compress, release. Come halfway on the inhale. Forehead touches the floor on the exhale. Back bend, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. As far as you can, step the right foot forward, bend the knee, raise up, look up, warrior 1. Deep, resonant breathing in both ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch your feet, middle inhale, switch your feet to the back, warrior 1, settle in and breathe. 1. Your breaths will vary. I'm actually only taking 3 breaths each pose here. 2, but as you can see, they're long and on purpose. 3, 4, and 5. Spread just the arms. Warrior 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point both toes on the inhale. Settle second warrior on the exhale. Breathe your breath. 1. You should hear it in both of your ears. 2. Like an echo chamber, like you're trying to clear out your ears because you've dropped altitude. 3. Get inside of that resonant chamber and then just fill it up and empty it. 4 and 5. Only to warrior 1, feet basically stay the same. Inhale. Exhale is the Chaturanga Vinyasa. Tap the forehead. Inhale your own back bend. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Here's the 1. Right foot, left foot rather, sorry. Warrior 1. Settle in. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale center. Exhale back of mat. Warrior 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm breathing faster. Warrior 2. Open it up on the inhale. Exhale, settle in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle body, both toes point. And then exhale, settle second warrior. Last time, really working those deltoids in the arms. 2, 3. Drop that front arm blue. 4, 5. The warrior 1 is the transition pose. Inhale and forehead to the floor, full submission. Exhale, inhale, open your heart, your chest, pull back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And this is the one you get to hold, friends, for 5 long breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half lift at the top of the mat. Breathe in. Fold your whole breath out. As you stand up, breathe in. Look for your thumbs. Samastitahi. Okay. Standing forward bends A and B. Separate your feet hip width. And when you bend over, reach around behind your legs. Grab your own fist. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Deepen the hug by folding and pulling your fists forward in between your own legs. So you use the elbow bend around the back of your legs to kind of pull you closer and use the compression. Drop your head. Look past your nose. 3, 4, and 5. Straight arms. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stay. Stand up. Inhale. Exhale, stand and stay. I grabbed my hips out of habit. Inhale where you are, and then when you exhale, cross your arms and grab as low down as you can. Inhale, stay long. Exhale, fold and bend your elbows out toward your own palms. You'll kind of have a grip around both leg and elbow. 2, 3. Look down your nose or through your legs at nothing. 4. Shoulders down the back here. Tidy things up between you and your legs by compressing the low belly. And 5. Halfway lift, long arms. Stay here for the exhale. And stand up. Inhale. Bring your feet together on your exhale. Samastitihi. Triangle pose and twisting. Inhale, little bit step, not as huge as your big step. T-shape. And then exhale. Take hold of your ankle or as far down as you want to go. Open your top arm, T-shape the arms, look for your thumb. 1. Your left hip is sort of aiming down. 2. You're twisting from that fold. 3. Shoulders are integrated. 4 and 5. Inhale, T-shape and fix the feet to the next side. Exhale, take hold of its ankle, look up for the top hand. 1. It's the right hip that's angling down a tiny bit. 2. Shoulders are integrated, neck is popping out like a turtle looking out. 3, 4, and 5. Come up to a T-shape and fix your feet back to that first triangle. Twist it. Left hand down to the right leg, right arm up, look for the right hand if possible. 1. Even weight in both feet. 2. Breathe through both nostrils. 3. Listen for the breath. 4 and 5. T-shape and inhale, fix your other foot. Exhale, right hand down to the left ankle, left arm up. 1. I find this to be harder than the original pose. 2. Balance is so hard in these new variations. I love it. 3, 4, and 5. You're coming up to your T-shape. Inhale, fix both feet forward. Exhale, step them to the top of the mat. Open wider this time for side angle pose. T-shape on the inhale, fix your right foot. Elbow to the knee top, and then I swing my arm like a pendulum to line the shoulder up correctly. Thumb is facing behind me, pinky finger facing forward. I'm tilting my eyes to look up. 1. Left hip angles down tiny little bit. 2. Try to pull it back open. 3, 4, and 5. T-shape, fix your feet to the other side. Exhale, elbow to the knee, and then long arm. Forgive my dad for mowing out the window here. Sorry about that noise. 1, 2, 3. Really straighten the arm. It likes to bend. 4, Peek up if you can for the nervous system at the Drishti point. 5. You're coming up to a T shape for the twist. This is really challenging. Take your left elbow over onto the knee top, bend the knee over its ankle, and then continue the angle by reaching through the right arm. 1. Strap your back left heel down to the mat. 2. You're twisting a lot. 3. Continue to buoy up the left hip a little bit. 4. Bend deeply into the knee. And 5. T-shape, fix your feet. Inhale. And twist the other side angle. Elbow if you can. And then reaching the arm, pinky finger down, thumb up. 1. Continue to draw the left hip back in space. 2. 3. Back heel down. 4. Deep breath, long neck. And 5. Gracefully inhale, T-shape, fix both feet. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Big open step for the standing forward folds. Big breath in. I put my hands on my hip here for the exhale. It probably should go straight to the floor, but we're going to get out of sorts here because of the dog. Inhale, hands to the floor between the feet. Exhale, head toward the floor, hands on the ground, elbows closer than mine. They should be tidied up inside a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5. Inhale, halfway lift, stay down. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, stands you all the way up. And exhale, stay right there. I'm going to let my dog in, but you stay right there. This next fold is a new one for us. When we come back to it, the arms will come straight out in front of you, palms facing down, arms at shoulder height. So big inhale, take the hands straight out in front of you, and then keeping that orientation, let the tops of the palms come down and walk them as far back behind you as they'll go head toward the floor. 1. You got a little pigeon toe happening with your feet. 2, let the back of the palms press in so the shoulders can come up toward the back of the spine. 3, 4, and 5, slide to a halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, keep the waist. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, last one, grab your own ankles. Exhale, elbows back and toward your thighs. 1, 2, work on the tilt, low pelvis in. 3, resist that forward tilt. 4 and 5, halfway lift. Inhale, stay. Exhale, take your waist and come up. Inhale, step to the top of the mat. Exhale. Now this pyramid standing side stretch has an interlaced fingers behind you. So interlace your hands as you step out for pyramid to face the back of the mat. Exhale, fold over the long right leg. Try to keep it straight if you can, bend if you need to, and then remove the arms from the back with a forward rotation of the shoulders there. Don't lock your elbows. 3, tighten the fists up there so they're touching. 4, 5. You're switching sides. Inhale, come up, switch both feet. Exhale, down. See how I really draw the right hip way forward to line itself back up, and I've got the right foot twisted in toward the front of the mat. 1, little micro bend in the elbows. 2, shoulders forward rotated to pull them away from the back. 3, continuously working on straightening out the left leg. 4, even weight in both feet, shoulders down the back. 4 and 5. Come on up, fix the feet and stretch the arms out because it feels good. Step forward, exhale, Samasthita. Last of the standing poses, friends, half lotus standing pose. Pick up your right foot, put it anywhere above the left knee, and then when you exhale, you'll come down with both hands toward the mat. Try to release your head, look down your nose at nothing. 1. So I'm reaching for a lotus here with the right foot. 2, you can put the foot anywhere on the front of the thigh. 3, taking deep resonant breaths. 4, and 5. Stay where you are, just lift the head on the inhale. Exhale right there. Use your next inhale to come up. You can take hold of your foot, no problem. And when you exhale, you'll drop your foot. Switch your side. In your inhale, left foot anywhere above the knee. You can keep hold of it as you exhale and stand yourself down. Both hands down. Inhale, stay at a half lift. Exhale, fold. Release the head. Look down your nose at nothing. Breathe. 1. Get in your head about the breath here. 2. 3. 4. 5. Half lift, just look up on the inhale. Stay there on the exhale. Breathe yourself up. Inhale, tall body. And Samastitihi, exhale. We're moving toward the seated postures. On the cheat sheet, it just has you sitting down, but the primary series would have you do a flow. So I do too. Inhale, lift up, salute A. Exhale, touch the floor, release your head. Half lift, breathe in. Forehead, chaturanga, exhale. Back bend on the inhale. And downward facing dog. We're coming to a seat. I do all kinds of shenanigans here, but the protocol is just to step your feet through crossed and have a seat for Dandasana, staff pose, and we're still in 5 breaths here, so we'll keep working in 5 breaths for quite some time. Long legs, hands beside you. 1. My neck is a little forward. I'd like to see your chin tilted closer in toward your chest. 2. Legs internally rotated. 3. Press the bunion toes together. 4. And 5. And 5. And 5. Inhale, reach forward and take that familiar grip on the feet. Exhale, fold. So it's 5 counts here in seated forward fold. You're pulling your elbows down alongside, shoulders are down the back, biceps are pulling you closer to your own legs, and you're practicing compressive breathing. Breathing is in the back body. 3, 4, 5. Just your head up on the inhale. Stay there for the exhale. Vinyasa. Cross your legs. Pick up on purpose. Stay up. Lift, lift, lift. And step back. Forehead taps on the exhale. Do your back bend on the inhale over the feet. Back up and over the feet for your downward facing dog. And then we're coming through for front stretching pose, just like in primary. Long legs first. Inhale, walk your hands behind you, rotate the shoulders in and down. Exhale, lift your hips and aim your toes, all 10 toes toward the floor, toes touching. 1, look back. My right elbow is a little hyperextended. 2, I'd like to see less of that. 3, work on that pelvic tilt so you're pushing your belly up, your hips up. 4, 5, just sit down for an inhale and an exhale. Pick up, inhale, pick up the whole time, use it for strength building, and then the entire exhale to forehead. Inhale your back bend, exhale, down dog. Step or play your way through to seated. Both legs long, and then the right leg will move toward half lotus forward bend. I'm taking it way up into the hip crease. You take it where it belongs. Grab hold of your left foot into the little socket there between your first and second toe, and exhale, fold. Draw the elbows close together, shoulders down the back. 1. Internally rotate your left thigh so your toes are pointed up. 2. Continue to drop the right hip down, right knee down. 3, 4, and 5. Half lift on an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Switch your legs. Take hold of the foot, aim it up, inhale, exhale, fold over. Look down your nose at nothing. 1. Compress here. 2. Continue to pull the frontal hips back and down. 3, 4, 5. Just lift your head to breathe in. Stay for the exhale. Pick up. Use the whole inhale to strength lift yourself. Lavasana style. Exhale, tap into the forehead. Inhale up and over for your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. We're coming for head to knee poses, A, B, and C. Step through. Right foot is doing the moving. Right foot comes to the inner left thigh. You take your left foot between the big and second toe. Inhale, and you fold your chest, your navel, and your nose over your long left leg. 1. Breath that goes all the way around. It should move your ribs, even the front ribs. 2, 3, 4. Put a little pressure for that right foot into the left inner thigh to help you rotate. And 5. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, switch. Left foot on the inner thigh. Grab your big toe, middle there, and exhale. So it's a little notch between the big and the second toe. 2. Elbows are in, shoulders are down, neck is long in the back. 3. Maybe even a slight tuck of the chin if you like. 4. And 5. Just lift your head up. Take an inhale. Full ribbed inhale. Exhale. And then this pickup is for strength, so make everything you can of it. Breathe in. And then use the fullness of the exhale to tap your forehead down. Inhale your back bend. Downward facing dog for the fullness of the exhale. And then knee to head B. Right leg is going to first. Right foot under left knee. You should just see your big toe mound pointing out, nothing more. Take hold of your left foot. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, fold. I've got the wrong grip. I'll recognize it here in a moment. 1. Continuously trying to move your belly button. There I go. Over your leg. 2. So you're twisting your body. 3. Right leg is relaxing down. 4. 5. Half lift, breathe in, just look up. Exhale there. Switch your feet. Left foot under. See how it just pokes out hardly at all? Inhale, take your foot there. Exhale, fold. Big, capacious breathing. Hear it inside of your ears. Feel it in your nostrils. 1, 2. Stay focused. 3. Look down your nose at nothing. 4. 5. Lift your head as you take the fullness of an inhale through the shape. Stay for the exhale. Pick up, use it, watch, press up, and then step back. Press down. There it is. Inhale, back bend, downward facing dog. Here's the last one. It's weird. Step through on an inhale. Long legs on the exhale. Now put your right foot up and over the ankle. I take the wrong grip, but you'll see it on the next side. Your left hand should be around 2 feet, and your right hand should be around 1 foot. 1. Shoulders down the back. 2. Right knee folding open. There, I figured it out. 3. I'm like, I don't know. What foot am I on? 4. 5. Half lift, just look up on the inhale, stay, exhale. Switch your feet. You'll see, there it is. Now watch my right arm wrap all the way around 2 feet, then I exhale. That's a better grip for this pose. 1. Try to even out your shoulders. If one shoulder's really high, bring it down. 2. Draw your elbows in toward the midline, tidy up the pose. 3. You're still working on that anterior tilt of the pelvis. 4 and 5. Lift up to breathe in, stay there as you breathe out. Cross and press up as an exercise here. 1. And exhale. Tap your forehead toward the floor. Breathe and inhale to back bend. Downward facing dog. We're switching to sage pose. There are 4 of them. Step or hop, inhale, and the right leg is going to stand up Take hold with your right arm, your right hand around your ankle. Use your right shoulder to press the right hip down, and with your left hand on the grip. 1. You're folding over the left leg. It's internally rotating. 2. You can feel your thigh pulling your left leg down flat. 3. Continue to breathe. 360 breathing. 4 and 5. Look up on an inhale. Stay. Exhale. Switch your legs. Take hold. See how you go in front of that left foot. Take hold with your thumb facing down, and then thumb in between the first and second toe. 1. Always moving the belly button toward the long leg. 2. Breathing around the ribs. 3. Finishing exhales on purpose. 4 and 5. Inhale, looks you up. Exhale. We're moving vinyasa. Use it as a strength builder. Inhale. And then go to your exhale. Complete each movement. Inhale is an upward facing dog or cobra back bend. Exhale is a downward facing dog. Step through for sage pose B. Step onto the right foot. I did it backwards here. Right foot will go under the left foot. Put your forearm or your right hand down as you inhale, and when you exhale, forehead toward the forearm on the ground. 1. Your left hip is off the mat. 2. But it is aiming down, not back. 3. Because you're trying to tidy things up inside there. 4 and 5. Inhale, just look up. Exhale, stay there. Switch the feet. Right foot is down, left foot's underneath it. With your right hand, you're grabbing ankle, thumb is facing down, and then forehead toward the mat. 1. Big breaths here. I know it's hard. 2. 3. Stamp that right foot down, the whole pad of the foot. 4 and 5. Just look up, breathe in, stay there, breathe out. Pick up. Your legs are already bent. Press, 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 inhale. Step back, exhale. Forehead down. Back bend, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. We're back onto the floor here. Right foot steps down, left leg long, we're twisting. Now just take your right hand around. I try to do the whole grab, but it makes sense when you get into this to have just the hand binding. 1. Look over your shoulder at nothing. 2. 3. 4. 5. Release and look forward at nothing. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the second side. Look over your left shoulder at nothing. And now you can see why it's just the hand that takes the knee, not the whole arm. It fits nicely, elbow into your side. 2. 3. Right foot aiming up, internal rotation. 4. 5. Look forward at nothing. Inhale. Exhale, stay there. Pick up, use it, build the strength. Inhale. And then exhale, forehead tap. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. 1 more. When you come through, we're taking that twisted up sage pose. Right hand wraps around the bent left knee. And then you'll flatten the back palm. I'll eventually do it here. Long, straight back, shoulders down the back. 1. We're really wanting these grounding points. 2. So the palm down gives us that proprioception. Inhale, look forward. I shorted you on that one. And then switch the legs as you exhale. Inhale, adjust the grip. Exhale, twist over your right shoulder, looking at nothing. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Look forward, inhale, exhale there. Use the pickup. Inhale a full breath. Exhale. Tap down. Inhale. Downward facing dog is the exhale. All right, boat. It's a new boat, friends. When you sit through on the exhale, go ahead and grab your wrist behind 2 legs, and you're in a boat supported 1. Shoulders down the back, your wrist is grabbed 2. Depend on the arm grab as little as possible. 3, 4, and 5. Now, sit your feet down as quickly as possible so you can have a full rebound breath and a full exhale in a rest pose. Now, regain your strength here. 1, 2, 3. Full belly breathing here. 4, or ribs, I should say. 5. Set the feet down quickly so that you can have a full rested inhale and a full rested exhale. Third set. Here we go. Feet tight together, ankles and heels together. 1. Toes pointing hard. 2. Work on your compression, anterior rotation of the pelvis. 3. Use the arms a little less. 4 and 5. Touch the feet down quickly. Breathe a real breath on purpose. Exhale it completely. We got 2 more. Here we go. 1. Straighten the legs as much as you possibly can. 2. Use your bicep strength if you're pulling, not your shoulders. 3. Stay upright. Lengthen through the back of the neck. 4. Look at nothing over your nose. And 5. Touch down. Take the inhale and the exhale. Let's do it one more time, I think. Here we go. Straighten them out. 1. Integrity in your breathing here, gang. 2. 3. 4. 5. Nice. Sit it down. You'll pick up and you'll come back. Now, this vinyasa is not listed on the paper, but there's a grab that changes, a grip that changes, and so in the primary series it would make sense to put a vinyasa here. So I'm going to do it. Also, other videos that have shown this, they do it. So wrap your hands, interlacing all 10 fingers around, nope, it's a wrist grab, around one of your knees, your left knee, the outside, the shin side, so that only one of your legs is in boat. And now pull your kneecaps together, squeeze your legs together, try to straighten out the long leg. 3, 4, and 5. Switch the legs, switch the grip, and then extend. Pull the knees together, internally rotate both legs. I would flex the bottom foot, so there's a little activity going on there. 3, 4, and 5. You're picking up. Cross the ankles, they're already there. Inhale, use the press. Exhale, tap the forehead. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog. We're jumping around the hands, or walking around the hands this time, so legs and feet go outside of the 2 hands and forward of the 2 hands. Walk your hands back, walk your hands back, walk your hands back. Sit down on your elbows like a chaturanga shelf, and then for the life of you, squeeze your legs and straighten your arms, straighten your legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I do a traditional vinyasa here, kinda. I hit on a crow, and then I walk myself back because a forehead down chaturanga jump back feels like a broken nose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then a lovely, restful, beautiful bound angle. Let your legs come forward on the exhale, and then put your feet together as far away from you as they can get. This is not pulled in tight. This is super far away. Elbows in or out, shoulders down the back. Grab your ankles. 1, 2. We're still in 5 breath here. 3, 4, 5. Lift it up and just take a breath. Stay there for the exhale. Pick up, cross your ankles. Lift up, use it as a strength builder. Exhale, tap the forehead. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So when you jump through here or step through, you can turn sideways on your mat. I prefer not to. I'm just going to jump right through and then spread the legs wide for wide leg seated forward fold. Hands walk straight out. Keep walking them, keep walking them, keep walking them. Breathe. 1, Toes are pointed up because hips are still rotated out, legs are still rotated out too. You're pulling the sits bones down. You're trying to keep that low band of the belly pulled back. 3, reaching forward, trying to get your chest to the mat. 4, taking those full body breaths, ribs moving in all the directions. And 5, you'll walk yourself back up to a halfway lift on your next natural inhale. And then exhale, stay there. Come all the way back up to a sit and exhale. Turn toward the right leg. Take the familiar grab around your foot if possible. If not, grab where you can. And then work to always be moving your belly button and chest toward the kneecap. 1, the left hip wants to travel. Anchor it down. 2, both hips on the ground here. 3, both thighs on the ground. Put your left thigh down. 4, deepen the breath all the way around. 5, I'm apparently really loving this pose because we're going to stay here for 6. Okay, halfway up, just lift your head, breathe in, and breathe out as you move to the second foot. Take hold around the ankle, the calf, the foot. Inhale, stay up, exhale, fold. The right hip wants to lift, the right leg wants to lift, the right leg wants to internally rotate. Keep it sitting down. Use Mula Bandha and the low pelvic tilt to really carve space into your left hip crease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe? We'll see. There it goes. Okay. I must really, really love these, you guys. I hope they feel as good to you. Inhale, just lift your head. And exhale, come back to the middle. I'll be perfectly honest with you. This third seated angle pose, I'm not really sure of. It says put your hands behind your own legs on the floor and then fold forward. I don't know if that's to make your back arch. I'm giving it my best. It's 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. I will get clarity on this hopefully sometime soon, and we can figure out how to make this one work. Anyway, lift up halfway. And bring your legs together. You're picking up. You're jumping back. Inhale, lift it. Make it work for you. Exhale, step it back and tap your forehead down. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then 3 new poses for this series. Wind releasing A, B, and then 2 legs. Step, float, hop, walk to a seated posture. Inhale. Exhale, lie back. Inhale. Interlace your 10 fingers as low as you can around your right shin. Exhale, knee toward the forehead. Keep your left leg long, keep your left thigh pushing down to the floor. Left leg internally rotating, point the left toe. You see me walk down, there's a better grip for me toward the ankle. Elbows at a 90 degree, shoulders down. Keep compressing, 2, 3, 4, and we'll call this maybe 5. And we'll call this 5. You guys, we're calling this 5. Inhale, lie back, keep the grip. Exhale, let the leg go. Switch to the next leg. Inhale, see me take the lowest grip possible. Exhale, compress, compress. This is called wind releasing pose for a reason. You are compressing your side so that only one side can breathe and your guts are pressed in on themselves. 1, shoulders down, keep compressing. 2, compress even more, forehead to knee on the exhale. 3, continue to pull the left heel toward the buttocks. 4, working on that deep knee compression. 5, inhale, just lie back, keep the grip. Exhale, let the foot come down. Now, I sit up here, but you're not supposed to. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. Take your right long leg and then wrist grab as high as you can. Inhale, exhale, knee toward the forehead with a long leg this time. Elbows are out, shoulders are down, long left leg. I'm slightly externally rotated. It should be a little closer toward straight up and down with that left kneecap. Stay holded in on that compression. 1 more deep breath. And then inhale, release, exhale the leg down. We're switching. I switch the grip. Take as high of a reach as you can get. Inhale the leg long, 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 long. Lock it out. Exhale, compress and round. Keep pulling yourself up continuously. Elbows out, shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. Struggle. Internally rotate the right leg. 4, press the right leg down, 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 down. Mine's not down far enough. It's not rotated in far enough. I'll work on it. 4 and 5. Inhale, lie back, keep the press. Exhale, release. Now listen, this is what they do. Just sit up on an inhale, stay for the exhale, and then pick up. Inhale, press, press, press. Exhale, step, and forehead tap. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Jump through, step through, hop through. Inhale, straight, sit. Exhale, lie back. Full wind releasing, 2 legs. Interlace your hands, anything you can grip. I've almost got 2 opposite elbow grips. Inhale, exhale, knees toward forehead. I take a deeper grip here. 1. Now you're as compressed as you can. You're going to breathe behind and under your arms. 2. Low belly pulled way in. You're breathing up into your heart space and chest. 3. Continue to pull your forehead in. Thyroid massaging. Double, triple chin. 4. Pull in. Don't stop pulling in. And 5. Release just the head down. Inhale. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, go long and sit up. I took an extra breath. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, stay there. And then the pick up, walk back. Cross your legs. Inhale, press, press, press. Exhale, walk and tap. Upward facing, inhale, exhale, downward facing. Okay, things are going to shift here. Back bending postures from second series. So just to the knees, and then stand up on the knees. Separate the feet, separate the knees, at least hip, maybe a little wider. And you're going back for that camel pose. Grab your ankles, fingertips down the back of the feet, so you're all in one line. I'll move my hands in a moment to get that right. No hyperextension in the elbows. We're going to rotate the shoulders in so we prevent that. Press the pelvic forward. 1. Look back at nothing. 2. Breathing fully into ribs, even the front ribs coming in and down on the exhales. 3. Taking full long breaths. 4. 5. These are 8 counts starting now. 6. 7. 8. Inhale, sit up, just sit up. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, forehead tap to the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. There you go. You got it. I didn't get it. You got it. All right. And then onto the belly. So you just come forward chaturanga and then lower down real slow for bow pose. Take hold of both feet on the outside grip, midfoot. Touch the toes together. Do not let the toes come apart. And then press yourself into a kick up. Toes together, toes together, toes together. Rotate the shoulders forward and down, and then kick the feet up. Breathe. Look down your nose at nothing. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Easy down on an inhale. Exhale, stay there. Chaturanga if you can. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Step, hop, float through to your butt. Sit down. Inhale. Lie down. Exhale. It's supposed to be 3 bridges. I do my own thing after the first bridge, but here's what it looks like. Bend your legs, put your feet on the ground so you can almost touch your own heels. Press the hands down to the floor hard and lift straight up. You should be able to look down the bottom of your eyes and watch your ribs open and close as you breathe. Work on your pelvic tilt. 1, 2. This is an 8 breath hold. 3, 4. Press the arms down to lift the body up. 5. A little bit of space between your chin and your chest there. Never compromise that entirely. 6. Knees are equidistant. They don't come apart. 7. Feet are pressing down entirely. 8. Drop yourself down. Take a breath or two. I'm going to set up for a second back bend that is full wheel. You don't have to sit up here. I just did to look at the sheet of paper and to scratch my nose. Okay. Here's your second set of bridge, or take it to a medium back bend. So I'm going to a very loose, for me, full wheel. And I'm working it just for the 8 count hold here. 1. If you're working on your full wheel, you're trying to rotate the bottom of your triceps forward, the way that you're looking. And that's going to separate your shoulders behind you a little more. 2. 3. Feet are wide. They might point out a little bit. 4. Oh, I had a bug. 5. Distribute the work here, gang. Hands, feet, glutes, back, everything. 6. 7. 8. Easy does it. Eases you right down. And then take a second. You are going to come in this third set to your deepest back bend, whatever that is for you. So I'm doing some windshields, I'm doing some happy baby type activity. You've got a second or two here to give yourself some love. I'm going to set myself up for my deep back bending, and probably around an 8 count hold. We'll count it off here. 1, 2. If you're going to go try for full wheel, you might try to walk it in. 3. So when you walk it in, we usually tap the forehead down to the mat, doink, and then take a hand stretch in. 4. My knees point out a little bit more as the deeper I get. My toes point out a little bit more. 5. As long as I'm still trying to internally rotate, it's fine. Doink. 6, 7, and 8. Come on down. Take a deep breath. Take a moment here. And then it's the same thing as earlier. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, stay there. I'm going to look at the sheet here for a moment, and then I promise you we'll forward fold. On the cheat sheet, there's no vinyasa there. If you were to stand up and sit down and stand up and sit down, you still would not vinyasa. You would just sit down, seated forward fold. This is a 10 count hold, and this is a relaxing fold to a point. You are still internally rotating and pressing both thighs down to the floor, and you're still working on that pelvic tilt that we've been doing. So you're not fully giving in to a tilted pelvis. You're still trying to contain that with the bandha at the bottom. But you're breathing 360 breaths for 10 full relaxing breaths, because what comes next is the finishing. So you're sort of taming your nervous system all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just to lift up on the inhale and to staying there. Exhale, pick up, step back. As you exhale, tap your forehead. Breathe and back bend fully, and then breathe out fully. Get the bug off your left hand. And then sit through. All right, here's where I add something in. I am wanting to keep my headstand, Shirshasana, in my practice. So I'm doing it. This seems like the most logical place since the shoulder standing sequence has been removed entirely. So in my practice, I'm also adding Chakrasana Vinyasa when we're doing wind releasing in the poses that are on the ground. and then also after full wheel, I'm doing Chakrasana Vinyasa. So those are the changes that I've made in the series. I've added the Chakrasanas, I've added full back bending, sometimes even standing up and dropping back, that whole series. The headstand here, and then you'll see here in a few moments at the end of the postures, I'm adding, after the secret pose, I'm putting in just one round of alternate nostril breathing and then elevated Uplutahi, elevated pose. So those are the changes that I'm making. I've added the closing mantra and a vinyasa, and I'm just going to give you all that here while I'm doing my headstand. Headstand is always followed by a child's pose if you're practicing one. You just take a few breaths here. If a teacher was around, he or she would basically be sitting on your low back, so they're pushing you down, like ironing you down. It's really like nice. All right. And wherever you found yourself during our little momentary lapse, I'd put a vinyasa in to get you to seated. This is where I'm going. Are the final finishing postures, single crossed leg poses A, B, C, and D. So I'm sitting down. Now I'm taking Padmasana because I still have it after years of practice, almost. You see I'm sort of struggling, but I still have it and I want to keep it. So I'm taking full lotus. You can take single leg cross, you can take log stack, or you can take easy seat, Sukhasana here. Reach around and grab your opposite elbows. Take a deep inhale. Fold your exhale. Forehead toward the mat. And breathe. These are 8 to 10 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if your teacher were there, she would be trying to pull that bottom back onto the mat. 5. So your work would be continuing to pull the frontal hips down and back. 5. So that more of your bottom would be sitting on the ground. 6. And more of your flat back would be aiming straight back. 7. And you're pumping breath through this compressive shape. 8. 9, 10. Sit up, but keep the legs. And then as you exhale, walk your hands behind you. The sheet shows the hands are aiming back. Yep, back toward the back of the mat. It's a big back bend. Shoulders are slightly internally rotated. Knees are aiming toward the mat. And you can drop your head back as much as it is comfortable for you. Breathing 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like. Nope, looks like I'm killing a bug. So sorry, friends. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll do better. It's imperfectly active. Now interlace all 10 fingers behind you and go once more for the arm release back here. It's the same as it always is. Internal rotation of the shoulders. Hyperextension of the elbows is really common here. So itty tiny bitty bend, and then we're trying to really seal up the palms of the hands. Breathing is so hard here. So shallow it up a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, just sit up. Exhale. Now this is the secret pose. It's a hug. You hug your nervous system. You hug yourself. I have opposite hands to opposite elbows. I've chin tucked, much better than before here. Long back of neck. Deep rounds of breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And here's another shift that I've made. I add alternate nostril breathing right here, 5 times on each side. I do not add alternate nostril breathing with retention because I don't know it yet. So I'm just adding this one thing in here. We're still on the hug breathing. I must have really, really enjoyed that. Here we go. Hands on the knees. If you want to do alternate nostril, block the right, inhale through the left, exhale through the right. 1. Block the right, inhale left, block the left, exhale right. 2. Block the right, inhale left, block the left, exhale right. 3. Block the right, inhale left, block the left, exhale right. 4. Block the right, inhale, block the left, exhale through the right. Now keep the right open and inhale through the right, close it, exhale through the left, close the left, inhale right, close the right, exhale left, close the left, inhale right, close right, out left, close the left, inhale right, close the right, exhale left. Last one, close your left, inhale through your right nostril, close your right nostril, exhale through your left nostril. Elevated pose. Put your hands down beside you and lift your body weight. Keep trying to pull the knees up. Look up if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 10 count hold. We'll make it someday. Now I come up and over to get out of this. You're welcome to step your feet apart and then walk yourself back through your vinyasa. I just plop it right on back to down dog. Okay, I'm adding something here too, friends. We're coming in for the closing mantra, so I just walk myself up to the top of my mat, exhale, fold, and then stand straight up for the closing mantra. That's different from what's written. They want you to lie down for 5 to 10 minutes, and then they want you to breathe alternate nostril and retained alternate nostril. So I've just reworked the order of those last 2 or 3 poses. After you finish the closing mantra, you do 1 sun salutation A, and then you step or jump through to your Shavasana resting pose of 5 to 10 minutes. I don't always do the 5 to 10 minutes because I'm a terrible yogi, but I do try to hit at least a 3-minute minimum of that final resting posture. So finish out your closing mantra, your ohms, and last salute. Here goes. Inhale, lift the arms, look up, fold, exhale, look up, inhale, forehead tap, submission, exhale, back bend, breath, exhale, dog, step through, inhale, lie down, exhale. We'll do it again.